He's got the screen lit up, no edits, no lies. One take wonder with the truth in his eyes. Fat boy fragrance, keeping it real. Breaking down bottles with a chill-free deal. He says, smell good, feel good, it's all good. In the body or out in Hollywood. Got the thick Latina shouting his name. His reviews hit hard like a runaway train. Fat boy's flow, it's a vibe, it's a mood. If you feel good, it smell good, then it's all good. One take truth, no need to rewind. Fat boy fragrance always speaking his mind. Fat boy's flow, it's a vibe, it's a mood. If you feel good, it smell good, then it's all good. One take truth, no need to rewind. Fat boy fragrance always speaking his mind. Citrus and spice, he breaks it all down from designer to niche. He runs this town. No paid plugs, no fake reviews. Just raw passion you can't refuse. Spraying confidence like a mist in the air. Fat boy's reviews leave the doubters in despair. He says, be you, keep it fresh and bold. Smell like a king and your story is told. Thick Latinas with a wink and a smile. Ain't no fat boy style, his fuego is wild. He's the voice of the people.
Do it, lady.
YouTube scene. Fragrance, dreams mixed with Latin lean. Fat boy's flow, it's a vibe, it's a mood. If you feel good, it smells good.
I'm the best there is, plain and simple. I mean, I wake up in the morning, I piss excellence.
Damn. It is Monday, baby. Quick little video tonight. Not a long one. I got packed. You know what, man? It's a lot of shit to pack, man. Fucking my bright ideas. Anyways, welcome into a impromptu haul video. I got the fragrances right here. Fragflex getting better with their shipping times. I give them that. They are definitely getting better with their shipping times, aka Fragrance by Canada, aka Canada Dry. Windsor Canadians, good, good stuff coming out of Canada, man. Windsor Canadian, Ryan Reynolds, sometimes. Sometimes. What else? John Candy, R.I.P. Chris Jericho, I think, came out of Canada. You can take Seth Rogen back. We're done with him. You can have him back. Take him back. We don't need him anymore. But you can have him. Who else? I remember the Montreal Canadiens. They had a pretty good hockey team. I don't watch hockey anymore. I don't know who's good, who's not. Really, I couldn't tell you. Remember the Expos, man. They were really good. Had some great players in that team, too. Tim Raines. I was watching baseball, and I was like, when I got to look at the averages, like, man, nobody hits over 300 anymore. How can this be entertaining to anybody? No wonder I don't watch baseball that much anymore. I mean, I grew up with guys hitting 350 was like an okay season for some, like Tony Gwynn, Wade Boggs. I mean, what happened to hitting? I don't get it. I don't understand. I don't keep up with it, so I really don't know. The pitching is that much ahead of everybody. Obviously, you can go find your two pitchers in the damn over there in Japan and bring them over here last minute. I know, I'm still butthurt. I know. I'll get over it. I was trying to put my outfit together to wear on the trip. And on the way there in the plane, I'm like, well, if I really want to wear Philly stuff in Los Angeles, not really. So I kind of had to, I said, I'll just, we'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see who's hotter, the Eagles or Bama. And Bama's, that's an off week for Bama. And the Eagles are doing good too. So just depends. Heck, we might just go with an Allen Iverson jersey, man. Then I'll get what's the word I'm looking for? Then when I get to Australia, I'm gonna get profiled and shit. They're gonna want to go through my bags. All I'll need is just a teardrop tattoo, and I'll be complete. But we're excited. It's funny talking to Mark and Carla because they live in Australia, and they're when it's 1 o'clock over here, it's their daytime. They're up and running around talking. They're very talkative. It's like, and I don't mind. I'm up all night, so trying to get my body used to it. I'll stay up late tonight again. But like right now, they're sleeping. So I think, yeah, pretty much. So Mark is finishing up his shop. It won't be ready to open to the public, but I'll definitely be able to show you guys around, show you how it looks. He's really excited, but he's very proud of it. Apparently, I'm getting a tattoo. I'm over there. I had no idea. I haven't had a tattoo in 25 years was the last time I got a tattoo. Not because I'm some old fart. It's because I really haven't found anybody that I wanted to touch me. That's what she said. And since my friend, who was my best friend in the whole world, I still think about him to this day. He passed away. He was my tattoo artist and my best friend. And so I really haven't let nobody touch me. So I said, well, you know what? I'm going to let somebody ink me while I'm there. If they're offering it as a gift, I can't turn it down. We'll see. Who knows? But it was a very brisk day today. So what I went with today, because I had to make a few samples of it, I was surprised. You know, you start seeing these fall doers people starting to want to order more of these. 44 Shades of Cherry Poseidon. I know it's got Lost Cherry, I think, and I know it's got Adventus, and I think it has some kind of Laval vanilla in there. But this is almost like if you took Vanilla Affair, put cherries, and Adventus with it. That's what you got. And it's one of those sleeper hits that people forgot about. I guess people just forget because it's been out for so long. But this is probably one of the better shade fragrances out they have. 44 Shades of Cherry Poseidon. I love it. It's not too cherry, not too much Venice. It's the perfect blend, but then with this overall cascade of smoky vanilla, which I love. I love me a good smoky vanilla. So I got 4 fragrances in from Fragflex. I didn't go crazy, but I saw some stuff I wanted to try. And we'll go over those tonight, and we'll get out of here, man. It's going to be a long video, long stream. I still got to do your auction stuff. Your auction stuff going to take a couple days. We ran out of decants. And so I had to wait on Amazon to deliver tomorrow. So I'm going to work on what I can tonight and work on some more tomorrow and the next day and the next day and the next day and the next day. Good to see Terry smiles. Terry, I hope you're having a great, great day. God bless you, brother. Good to have you here. Let me see who's messaging me. Nobody important. Okay. Good to see Scott the Rinse Martin here. Great to have Emmanuel, baby. DW, the Rinse. D, the Rinse, WJ. Good to have you here. Rocking at Amber Secrets. I haven't tried that one. I did order 4 mirror images, but they were requests, so I didn't really buy anything for myself. I'm not going to buy anything because I'm going to be coming home with a lot of stuff, so I figure I might as well just wait and see what I come home with before I buy anything. So we'll see. I don't need anything right now, to tell you the truth. What happened to the kid who got everything he ever wanted? He lived happily ever after. That's the way I look at life. Shout outs. Good to see Max. Yeah, they did roll. Listen, I was off of I got and Bama got the points I said they were going to get. I just didn't know that we would give up 7 more points, and we needed to. But that halftime, man, listen, I was on my way home. Right before I left work, my wife says the power's out. And I'm like, fuck, that power going to be out till morning because they're so slow. I live so far out. But, man, to their credit, they had that power back on. By the time I got home, and I just pulled up so excited, screaming the power was on like I was a guy who just found out, how toilets work. It's like I've been living in the jungle my whole life, and I don't know what electricity looks like. I'm like, I was so excited. So it was a wonderful game. I predicted that one. I've been pretty close to my predictions, a little bit off by 7 points. I'm not I'm not a guy who knows this kind of stuff. I just go off feelings. And I wasn't that far off. What it boils down to is me and everybody else got too damn worked up over the FSU loss. And I did because I was fed a bunch of goods at the beginning and during off season. I was like, man, okay, we're going to be good. Yeah. And then we lay an egg. But I guess it was in the middle somewhere. Like if somebody tells you a fragrance smells really good and somebody tells you it smells really bad, but you get it and you're like, it's okay. But it's actually really good. It's somewhere like that, It's like a solid Advantage clone. That's the feelings I had. But now I feel better. I feel way better. I haven't seen Stan. I hope he didn't get arrested for Thick Latinas. That would be... I told him he can't handle him. He don't listen. I don't see him in the chat anywhere. He might be working because this is an early stream. He might be driving or working. Mirror Image Fragrances, Andy Allen. That's a great one. I do like that one a lot. But it's good to see Max to here. Good to see Jason S, baby. What's up, Jason S? So we do have another God of Fire inspiration. But Armaf has been hit and miss with their Odyssey line. So I'm not going to go out and say it's this fucking bee's knees just yet. I'm sure that there's plenty of influencers who have told you already that it's the bee's knees. You don't need me to tell you that. What you need me to tell you is it actually close? Blondes and low standards. Oh, man. Good to see Ray here. What's up, Ray? You know, it's like I did the auction because it was kind of slow for a week or two. I was like, okay, it's been slow. Let's make some extra money here. And we'll do a sample auction. And by God, the fucking heavens opened up. Everybody wants to buy something. And I'm not just talking the stuff I just put up or just the Z creators, because there's a lot of Z creators, believe me. I'm talking things that I haven't sold a sample of in years. Or people were buying. I was like, damn, where do these people come from? I just feel like Google does this once in a while. They'll just throw my store at the top just to entice me to pay for it. But no, it's been crazy this weekend, and I really been lazy, and I need to get unlazy today. Well, I haven't been lazy, but I need to get going. Need to ramp it up. I did pack today for the first time. Started packing clothes. I was like, okay, what am I going to bring? And I'm always going to overpack. But fat guys have to overpack, okay? Fat guys always got to bring extra drawers. For you Yankees, that's underwear. Fat guys always bring their best underwear. And the ones without the holes in them. and we bring extra because we put a wear and tear on some clothes. Bring 3 or 4 belts because you're going to wear and tear one. Bring 3 or 4 shoes because you're going to wear and tear one. Okay? That's the way it works with fat guys. And I still haven't packed my hats yet. I'm only going to bring about 10 hats. But I have a carrying case that'll hold my hats. Goes in the suitcase. My wife got me this huge suitcase. I should be able to fit everything in there very easy. And I'll probably end up wearing maybe half of what I bring. But I always like to overpack. I always do. I don't know why. I tell myself every time, don't do this, but I always do it. But I'm going to be making content, so that's a different thing. So I want to make sure I have different things I could wear when I make the content. We'll see. I started it today. It's a little overwhelming. And I forgot about the fragrances. I'm like, man, I want to bring this. 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 I'm like, man, I want to bring all kind of shit. But I'm like, I don't know. This will probably be the trip that I bring the least amount of stuff. Because I'm going to come back with so much. And I'm like, well, we'll see. And it's going to be summertime, early summer there for them. So it's going to be very hot. They're already saying it's hot, which is funny to me because and the sun is definitely hotter, but the humidity is no comparison. I'm sorry. The humidity, as my dad would say, is crazy down here. And in Puerto Rico, too. Puerto Rico is only 86 degrees year round. But man, you sweat, and I walk out. I just walk out the door and like sweating already. I'm like, damn, I'm so sweating. Yeah, so it's a dry Mediterranean heat, I guess, and it's still going to be hot. It's still hot regardless, but I'm more worried. And I'm Puerto Rican. I don't burn. I mean, I do burn. One part I didn't get. I got the good dancing. I'm pretty good with a knife. I'm pretty good in other avenues that Latinos are supposed to be good at. But as far as like tanning, no, I got the German side of that for sure. I got my mother's genes on that. 100%. 100%. That will burn. I hate the sun. I'm like a vampire. I'm like, I gotta go outside. Good to see you, Bengali here. What's up, Span? I hope you're having a great day. Fat boy, all in white, married to the game. That's right, baby. I thought I got a little white. I thought we got a little white. And it was cold back here, so I thought, and I was going through my clothing. I was like, hey, I forgot I had this City Edition hoodie from last year. And I thought I'd wear it. And my Alabama hoodie was kind of a little ranch, kind of a little raunchy, ranchy, however you want to say it. It was a little ripe. I haven't washed. I mean, it's been the hoodie I've worn around the house for the last week. I'm like, okay, I need to wash that. I threw it in the corner, stood up by itself, and shot me a bird. So I knew it was time to wash that hoodie. My son walks in. He's got an Alabama hoodie on. He's so proud. Look at my dad. Hey, King Yeti, what's up, baby? How you doing? Poop cooler. I do like the name. It'd be hard to sell a poop cooler, but I do like the name a lot. Good to see King Yeti here. What a dookie. It's a good name, man. Listen, we've had some great names here. Horsecock Express, King Poop Cooler is going to be right up there, I would say. I don't know about you guys, but I think it's a pretty good one. Yeah, I actually bought, it's the thing I bought on Amazon. It actually holds 10 hats and it straps them in there and it keeps them from bending. And I'll stick it, that'd be like the last thing I put on top of my jackets. And so yes. So I'm excited about bringing that. I always got to bring hats for sure. I'll bring about 3 Alabama hats, 3 Eagles hats, 3 Phillies, maybe 4 Eagles hats. 4 Eagles hats. Sorry. 2 Sixer hats and 3 Phillies hats, and then a couple Kangos. I like to wear my Kangos. I'm dressing up sometimes. Sometimes I plan to go and get me while I'm there. Maybe, hopefully, go to a real barber. So we don't have you can't use a. I don't know if you can over there. Hopefully you can. You can't use like a straight razor here, like health department rules. I'm gonna go get the whole hot towel treatment. Do my head too. Get it nice and shiny. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So you got hands and can't run fast. Yeah. Listen, you know what was so funny about that? It's funny you saying that. I was a fantastic catcher of the ball. I caught everything they threw to me, regardless. I did have a couple tackle eligible plays I had when I was playing football in college. Never got to do them, but in practice, I never dropped the ball. And I would always catch with the tight ends. My dream says, man, if I lose a little bit more weight, I can go play tight end. But I think my fastest 40 time was like 5 flat, maybe if I was lucky. 5 flat. I never had great 40 time. What I had was great footwork. That's what I worked on. I knew I wasn't going to be fast on the 40. Where I was going to be fast was in the 3-foot range, in the lateral steps, and with my feet. Because when you're an offensive tackle or offensive guard, you have to use your feet a lot. You have to shuffle your feet, and it's a thing you learn from just balance. So what I did is I now ask me to jump rope now, and I couldn't fucking do it. But back then, I could jump the shit out some rope. That's what I did. I would jump rope like crazy. That was my thing. And I think I gave up half a sack my whole football career. That's all I've ever given up when I played football in high school and in college and in junior high. Half a sack, as far as I can remember. Had to share it with somebody. How you even get a half a sack as offensive lineman? Good to see Tiff. How you doing, Tiff? Great to have you here. Classing up the joint. Ooh. When I get most upset about with the fashion world, like I want some nicer Nike shoes. I want some of the Air Force Ones and Air Maxes, and the Jordans, but they don't make them in wides. I can't wear a damn Nike that's not a wide. So the only things they make in wide are certain shoes. Like there's a pair of literally leather Nike Shocks. They're like $140, which it's not even that much. I spent more on a pair of Brooks than I did on a pair of Shocks. But if they made a 14 or 15 wide or extra wide, I would definitely have it. Yes, I wear a 15, 14 size shoe. I know. But I said, man, that'd be a great pair. I would love to have a pair of leather Nike Shocks, man. I haven't tried that one. Have I tried that one? Yeah, I have. Yeah. Boxing, I was never my thing. My dad wanted me to be a boxer. I never got into it. I was more of a high school wrestler. All the time. All the time. I was just there. I used to work there, Tiff, a long time ago. Back before it's a long time ago. I was a bartender there. And we were just there. It wasn't a staycation, it was a one-night stay. It's just too expensive now. They used to be like 190 a night per a regular room, which the rooms are all nice. Now it's like almost $400 a night. It was like, man, I'm not staying here more one night. But yeah, they have definitely renovated the place. It looks amazing. It's definitely one of those things in that town where it's definitely the highlight with the golf course and all that. It's definitely brought a lot of money into the town. But yeah, they renovated it. Yeah, they go with the whole. See, I can't wear Pumas either. New Balances I can, but I can't wear Pumas. They don't make them my size. Good to see Andrew K here. Yeah, they renovated. I was there, like I said, about 3 weeks ago. Me and my wife stayed there one night, and on my honeymoon, we stayed there. I was working on that property before it was even built. I was working for a company who ran these elevators called Buckhoist elevators, and they were these elevators that were, you've probably seen them everywhere at construction sites when they're making these big, tall buildings. And they run on the outside of the building, and they go up as they're building the building, and they take up materials. And I was the operator of the of the elevator, and this is how long ago this was. The Da Vinci Code had just come out, and I was reading the book on a bucket while I was working there. I remember that. And then a year or two later, I went to work there. Started off as I was supposed to be in the nicest part of the hotel as a bartender. I guess they took one look at me and they said, "You're not you're not material for this part of the bar." I was like, okay, well, that's how you feel. Okay. They never said that, but that's kind of what I felt. They said, we start people off in the dining room as dining room attendants. I was like, okay, as long as you're paying me, I'll take it. It's a good job. And I then they moved me to room service, and I killed it, man. I was a hell of a room service guy. I used to get so many damn tips. And then, but I was still trying to get my way to the bar. And they came up, they had this pool singer who was going to start singing by the pool. And they needed somebody to come and open the bar early, like around 11 o'clock during the summer season, and work till like 6. None of the bartenders wanted the shift. Nobody wanted it. So they gave me a shot. Man, you talk about the money I would make. It got to the point where everybody wanted that shift, and nobody was getting it but me. And then I worked my way into the bar, and that was the end of that. That was over. But yeah, I've worked for that company for about a year and a half, I think it was. Remember correctly. I have fond memories and I have miserable memories. Okay. As you all know, I like to buy. Let me fix this screen behind us so it doesn't agitate anybody while we're watching it. Hold on. There we go. Let's make it a little bit bigger. Hold on. Bam. Oh, sorry, I made myself disappear. Hold on a second. There we go. As you guys all know, I do love Fragrance by Canada. It's my favorite place to buy, but they have partnered with Fragflex because of shipping costs, tariffs, I'm guessing. Good to see Vincen's here. Yeah, Tiff, my wife still gets a discount over there, but it's not enough. It's ridiculous. It's a nice hotel. Once you've been there, you've been there. But it's a great place for the town. It's a nice thing to say. We have a nice hotel, Now, the hotel that I will be staying in Brisbane for those 2 nights, I've seen pictures of that one, and that one is wow. If it's good enough for George Saharoff, then you know it's good enough for me. George will be there for a couple of days with us. So at one point, I think it will be me, George, and Aussie Fragrances hanging out. I don't know by the pool or what we're doing, but we're doing something. That's all I know. So here you go. If you've ever not bought from them, it's basically, Fragflex has been around for a long time. My guess is they're using their inventory they shipped a lot. I don't know how it even works. They might be owned by the same people. All I know is that I got 4 in, and I'm going to start off with the one that somebody told me about. And I don't remember who it was. I can't give you your flowers. I don't remember. And it is the new one from Lattafa. These are all 2025 releases. This is their version of Killian's Angel Share Paradise, if I'm correct. I do not own it, which is a surprise. But here's the deal with Paradise. I'm just not that blown away by it. It's I don't know. It's just like I feel like once you do Angel Share, it's kind of hard to beat Angel Share. I'd rather have another bottle of Angel Share than a bottle of Paradise. But then again, I have so many clones. It's not like it is one of my top 20 favorite fragrances. It is a instant, Mount Rushmore fragrance, but it's not one I think about wearing so much. All right, so this one is called Lattafa's Fire and Ice. This will be my first impression. There it is. I haven't opened any of these. These are all available for sampling. We have buy one, get one half off at fatboyfragrance.com. How the okay? I guess you want to do okay. All right. Let's see how we open this. Okay. All right. So you open it like that. Okay. I won't be keeping this time. I gotta get rid of these boxes, man. All right. So here's the bottle. I do like the bottle. Very simple, but very, very nice. Fire and Ice. And I'll probably could put all these on my skin, maybe. Let's try this up here. All right. There it goes, finally. Let's give it a second to breathe because I don't want to like go in right away with this one. See, I just don't either. I don't like the clones of this fragrance except for Duas. It just, I don't know. Maybe it needs the air for a little while, but like first impressions from the first spray, I'm not impressed. I think Paradise smells like a cheapened down version of Angel Share. That's the way I feel. I know some people swear by it and they love it, but to me, it just seems like a cheapened. It's like Angel Share is the classy one, and it's the nice whiskey, and Paradise is fucking Evan Williams. That's the way I feel right now. Or is that bourbon? I don't remember. I think Fragrance World smells better. It has an offness to it. It has that Lattafa. I call it the Lattafa offness. It's there. I'm going to give this a 2 out of 5. First impression. I'm not impressed. People were hyping this one up. I'm going to say me. Sven, what's going on, Sven? What did I miss? I feel like Sven is talking about something important and I missed it. Yeah, I love the way you guys chat with each other, know about each other. It's a very good community we have here, and I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. A lot of streamers, only care about themselves and what you can say about them. To me, if you guys spent the whole stream talking to each other, I'd be fine with it. That means that I brought people together. That's what matters to me. Hey, Tiff, you're looking to buy what? Order a similar for Maui in a bottle, but all the websites are in Dubai or UK. How do you order? What I do is I usually just go to like 4 places, and if they're not there, I wait. Or I'll Google search it, and if it's not in the States, I just wait. That's just part of the game. If it's something that's new, if it's not new, go to eBay, you'll find it. I usually go to Fragrance by Canna, aka Fragflex. I go to the Oud store. I go to Aroma Concepts. I really, really like, but their page is very busy sometimes, and I get lost. And there's one more, the Perfume Box. I do like the Perfume Box. But in reality, my go-to will always be Fragrance by Canada because I have so many reward points with them. Ah, okay, that makes sense. Good, good. They say you work harder when you retire. Remember that. Hell yeah. I got nothing but love for auto workers, man. All right, so these are the 3 that I got in. And I'm only missing one, I think. I didn't get one of them because they didn't have it. Of the Armoff Odyssey line. And I'll probably do a video one day ranking all of them. I don't have all of them, but I pretty much have almost all of them. So I got in this one we will do last. It's called Odyssey Go Mango. I got in Odyssey. This is the one I'm most intrigued by is this one because I can't get a definite on what it's supposed to be an inspiration of. I know people keep telling me, but I'm like, the notes in this one really intrigue me. It's called Odyssey Black Forest. And then this one is one I know what it's a clone of. And it's going to be very popular in the store. I tell you right now. This is going to sell quick. Odyssey Marshmallow. And that's what we're going to start off with. Odyssey Marshmallow. This is a inspiration of that marshmallow fragrance from Kali. I'm pretty sure that's what this is. All right, here we go. Let's take a good look at it. There's the box. Odyssey is the ones that look kind of like a coffee cup. If you don't know, familiar with Armoff's Odyssey line. They do have a nice little inside box, but I end up throwing these away. It doesn't really matter. I wish sometimes you can get these in the bigger bottles, but not when they first release. But I don't think we'll see bigger bottles of these. Maybe we will, because I did see one of Mandarin Sky Elixir recently. There you go. Odyssey Marshmallow. Very, very cute. Very demure. It will look very cute on my wife's shelf. Not mine, but my wife's. But it'll be back here. Yeah, it's a good one too. And also, sometimes Sabina, I'm afraid to go look in Sabina because I'm gonna find something I want. So I'm staying away. Like I haven't gone look many places because I'm afraid that I'm gonna buy stuff. And I don't want to buy nothing when I know that Mark is gonna be hooking me up with a lot of stuff. And because I think I'm taking with me to give to Mark a bottle of Fat Boy, a bottle of Most Masculine, even though it's not a great fragrance, but Mark is a funny guy. He'll make some great content out of it. A bottle of Club, and then another Jeremy fragrance one that he doesn't have. I can't remember which one it was. A House of Shia's Superman, which is probably Fragrance of the Year nominee for sure. A bottle of that. And then I ordered last night because he's a huge John Varvatos guy. It would take him 2 years to get the new John Varvatos. So I got him Elixir and the Forest one. I'll be taking that for him too. And in turn, he's giving me a bunch of stuff. So we're swapping out. And most of that stuff that I bring back, I'll put into the store. So they'll be available in the store, and I'll do some content on it. The bottles look amazing. I don't know if I have a picture on my phone of it, and I'm sure you can buy these in the States now. If I'm correct. I keep getting this email from this lady named Phoebe about my Shopify account being that my certificate has run out and I have to renew it. The problem is she's been sending me the same email and threatening me that my site will shut down in a week if I don't reply and get the new certificate for the last 3 months. It's a scam. What I'm starting to realize now is I have to be more diligent when it comes to scams. They're everywhere. The bigger your channel gets, the more people try to scam you. So I'm just like, anytime somebody sends me something, I always fact check it before I do anything. I'm not dumb. And I would never do anything that would hurt my store, my customers, or the brand that I built. Yeah, it could be that, but I'm just wondering it. But I'm just curious. I want to smell it. I hope it's good. Yes, the whole line is great. I have a lot. I think I don't have the original, and I don't have one other two. A couple of the but I have a good bit of them. Good to see the General here. What's up, General? Hope you're having a great day. Rocking that Poseidon's Elixir 2.0. My scent of the night and of the day was 44 Shades of Poseidon from Dua. Okay, here we go. Marshmallow Odyssey marshmallow from our moth. I like the little bottle look. It's cute. It's cute. It's very demure. I gotta give him credit. Classic Armato squeaky bottle spray. Let's go in. I can tell already it's going to smell good. I mean, it's just, I'm a fat guy. And what can I say? It's good, but there's something about it that smells to me, and that's just to me. And it's this might all be because they haven't been sprayed. And when I do a review, I won't review marshmallow. I don't own the Kali. I won't do that. But there is this spoiled milk accord that I like in fragrances, but I don't like it in this one. It smells like spoiled milk to me with a hint of marshmallow. I don't like it. I think that's not a good fragrance. I don't think that's that good. I would say that's marshmallow is probably a 2 out of 5, maybe even a 1 out of 5. Let's spray it in the air. Maybe it's just me, or maybe it's the first spray. I don't know. Better, but still better. That's a hard pass for me as far as like liking it. I'm kind of disappointed. Like, and Fire and Ice disappointed me too, but I'm not the biggest fan. Oof, it really is not that good. I don't want a woman smelling like that or a man. Oof. I think there's a girl who actually wears this at work, and I don't like it at all. Now I know what that is. Ugh. It might be the only Kali I don't like, if that's what Kali smells like. Usually her fragrances are pretty spot on and good. Our next one is called Black Forest, Odyssey Black Forest from Armaf. These ran me about $30, I would say. A good bit of samples left. Odyssey Black Forest, here's the box. I think this does have cherry in there, like somebody mentioned above. One day I'm going to scan these QR codes and see what the hell they are. I do love this bottle, though. I think this is probably one of my favorite Odyssey design bottles. Little hearts. Like if you're looking to give somebody a fragrance enthusiast who doesn't care about pricing, but just likes to be, have like this would be pretty nice for a gift. Like I would put this on the table with some, like if you're looking for a Valentine's Day gift, this with a little teddy bear, some chocolates. I mean, that's a good gift. Let's see if it smells good though. That's what matters. I just think that's pretty cool. So if it is chocolate and if it is cherry, I'm good with that. But do not give me this baked cake accord, which I can't stand. Speaking of stand or standing or stand, Stan is here. Yeah, it's spoiled milk. It's rough, Tiff. It is rough. It is definitely rough. There he is, Stan. We thought you got arrested at the No Kings protest, but you're okay. You made it here. Stan was wearing Stan had a dinosaur outfit on, and he was in some thongs, and he got arrested. But he got out in time. What can we say? He's got a good lawyer. He called Goldberg. They were genuinely worried about you. All right, here we go. Black Forest. Every time I hear Black Forest, I think about Black Forest ham. I don't know why. So hopefully I don't smell Black Forest ham on a fragrance. Although, I don't know. That might be pretty good. Man, the sprayers are horrible today. All right, going in with Black Forest. Here we go. I don't like this one either. I don't know. I had high hopes for these, but this one, I don't know. This one smells a little boozier. Hold on. No, I get this one. Man, there's a lot of alcohol in this one. Hold on a second. I'm gonna let it sit on my arm for a second. I want to rub it so bad to get rid of that alcohol. I'm just gonna let it sit and air out for a second. You could definitely smell the oil from the spring on the sprayer. It's there. it's a cheap smell that you normally wouldn't get from an expensive fragrance. That's one of the things you can notice on fragrances if you ever want to see, compare them. You smell like a almost fishy oil smell. That's from the sprayer, the springs, because these all come from a factory. They're just in a bucket and they put them in these things and bam. So this one, whereas it's gotten a lot better. See, all that impurity, when it starts to disappear, this one's finally finding its groove. With a fragrance from a more expensive niche house, you don't have those impurities, So when you spray it, and after about 10 seconds, you're even right when you first spray it, you're smelling amazing stuff. With these Armaf, sometimes there's a synthetic chemical vibe that you got to let it go away, and it will. Now it's not on every Armaf. This is why people didn't like it Dura Venice, for long. It smelled like pine cleaner, or like lemon pledge cleaner. This one is nice. It's a boozy. It reminds me of Dua's cherry cake something. That's what it reminds me of. It's like if somebody took a rum cake and put cherries in it. That's the vibe I get. I do like those. I like that combination. Would I wear this a lot? Maybe on the Christmas time in the fall. I think this is nice. Is it a romantic fragrance? No. Is it a gourmand you gotta have? I would definitely sample that before I buy a bottle of it. I know it's just $30, but here's the deal. When you buy a $35 fragrance from a Middle Eastern house, you are not going to sell it for $35. Y'all know that, right? You're going to sell it for $22 or $24, and you might make it to $27. So you're going to lose your money. So that's why I said, that's why my sampling from Middle Eastern fragrances are always so good, because people finally realize that I could spend $35 and get 6 samples and then decide which Middle Eastern I want to spend my $50 or $60 on, how many I want. The whole notion that now that if you spend $30, and if it's not good, you'll get your money out of it. No, you won't, because people know that. And on eBay, they got them for $22, and you got to match that. Nobody, So sample that one first. Don't buy it. And just don't say, oh, it's just $35 I wasted. You know how many nice fragrances you can buy for $35 these days? Say what you want to say about inflation, and fragrance prices have not, besides the terrible companies to humanity like Chanel and Dior and Prada and Creed. They're the ones that are jacking up the price. And Louis Vuitton, how can I forget? They jacked up the prices, yeah. But in reality, these Middle Eastern houses haven't. Dua really has not jacked up their prices in years. I don't think they've ever jacked up their prices. They tried, but that failed. Alexander's still doing the same prices. Everybody's doing the same prices. So say what you want to say about cost of living and inflation. Your disposable income is still this. If it's less, at least the fragrance haven't gone up too much. Now, what has changed is the amount of people making them and companies, and the amount of stuff that comes out. That's where the money gets spent. All right, here's the last one. This should be a knockout, right? This should be an easy home run. Let's catch up with the chat real quick. Yeah, I went to the pharmacy today, and they were like, our internet's been down. It's going to take a little longer. I went to my doctor to get a note for my medication for the trip for customs, and it was like, our internet's been down. I was like, man, yeah, I'm glad mine's working. No, I just think it's I think it's just one of those things that happens. I don't think too much into it. Here's the deal. If anybody's really worried about a cyber attack from China, then you should have been more worried about that with the last administration. They were too busy trying to put the former person who was in that office in jail, and to worry about China. I mean, they literally let a damn. Do you think that this administration, and I'm not telling you to pick sides, but I want you to answer this question genuinely to yourself. Do you think that this administration would allow a balloon to float over its fucking whole country? That's all I'm asking. And don't get political. Don't get smart. Just say yes or no. Do you think they will allow that? And that will be your answer about any kind of attack. Nobody's stupid right now. Nobody wants to smoke because it's not because we're bigger, badder, or stronger or cocky, or it's because I'll take my money away from you. We'll go spend it somewhere else. We're your biggest market. That's the strength. You guys buying things at the store, going to Amazon and buying stuff, going into stores and buying stuff, buying fragrances. That's the strength of this country is the consumerism, man. They need us. Yeah, they were. I believe you. I believe you too. They definitely were. Yeah, I understand that too. I've seen those articles about that too, but they're also being challenged by attorney generals and all that stuff. But what I'm saying is, I wouldn't worry too much about it. I'd be more worried about the enemy within than it would be the enemy from abroad. If I were you. The biggest threat to the status quo is the status quo. Okay, remember that. Last one is Mango. Go Mango. I do love this bottle too. This might be my favorite one here. Okay, so this is God of Fire. Okay, you know I went back and I smelled all the God of Fire inspirations from Middle Eastern houses, and I remember when I got the first one, which was Mango Bliss. I thought it smelled like it, but it really didn't. And as time went on, there's kind of been a clear-cut winner to me. No, there really hasn't been a clear-cut winner. I take that back. Because some of them do some things really good. There's not one that smells the most like it, lasts the longest, and there's not one out there that they all have weaknesses or they have strengths. But the fragrance world, the one with the one everybody freaked out and I finally bought. I can't think of the name of it. Vulcan Few, whatever it was called. It really did not smell like it in the opening. And I wasn't the only one that picked that out. Everybody I asked could tell it, but people were swearing that was the right one because it was the new thing. But I think Lattafa's Opulent Dubai is as close as you're going to get to one without getting one of the Alexandria or Dua's. Dua to me still has the best God of Fire, but I leave those out because it's a whole different thing, in my opinion. Look at Stan finally getting back to work. Well, welcome to work, Stan. Yeah, Vulcan. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is going to be good. This is going to. I'm pretty sure. That's why I saved it for last. But whereas with, I can tell you right now, Imagination, easy. That is easy for me to tell you. Imagination is Cobra. Okay, hands down. From Razazi, that's the best. Afternoon Swim. I like Luciano's Sunset Swim. Okay. Baccarat 540. If on the Middle Eastern side, I would probably say Al Harim's Amber, the red one. Like Adventus, I really don't care. So I really never cared to know. But I literally have 7 or 8 God of Fire inspirations. Good to see Brian here. Rocking that Imagination. It's great fragrance. All right, here we go. On the skin, I'm going to put it right here. I'm going to put it on both my wrists so I can kind of get a feeling on both sides. That way this got pumped there. 3 pumps here. All right, here we go. Yeah, I mean, now don't get me wrong. This one is not all the way God of Fire. I can tell already. But it is a solid fragrance, though. This is really nice. I love Mango. I think this might be their take on it, their spin on it. I don't think it's an exact replica, which is a good thing. I think we have enough exact replicas. What we would like is a little twist on it. Yeah, that one's out the bottle perfect. Yeah, I would probably say this one is not the it doesn't have that chocolatey sweetness to it. It's mostly mango, but it's really well done mango. Mango, that oil they use must be really really nice, because or just it must be an easy ingredient not to mess up, is my opinion. Yeah, it's nice. I think that this is the best one. This is a 5 out of 5. I would say this is definitely a wow kind of fragrance, no doubt. I mean, does it replace God of Fire? Nope, no, 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 no. There's only really one, truly one, that's the closest to replacing it for me, and that would be Opulent Dubai. I just know already. I've owned 2 bottles of God of Fire. I know that fragrance front and back. I've bought so many hybrids of that fragrance, and you can always tell the God of Fire from its opening. The mango is a star, but it's not overpowering the fragrance. Every single person, every company that clones it always makes the mango either too strong or goes too soft, or barely any at all. Like, this is more closer to Mango Bliss from Paris Corner than it is to actually being close to Opulent Dubai. Really nice though, but I would say this is more of a mango fragrance. I wouldn't even call it a God of Fire, to tell you the truth. I mean, it is kind of, but this, if you want a great mango fragrance, there you go. This is it. Go mango, no doubt. As far as smells go, bam, bam, bam. As far as being an inspiration, I think there was other ones. Stan, can you pull that up on Fragrantica and tell me what else, if you're able to, what else they're saying it smells like? They might be saying it smells like Valheim's mango punch also, but I'm not 100% sure. So I know a fragrance that I will be taking with me. Now I do have my little box right here somewhere that we will be auctioning off. So here's how the last auction is going to work. It'll be Friday night. I'm not doing a lot of things. I'm doing like 2 things on that auction. Basically, what we're going to have this Friday is they do a haul, and then we're going to have an open mic. So people will be allowed to come on and join in. I don't have any guests in general, but you'd be more than welcome to come in. I want to invite any small channel for Friday night. Those are the ones that are going to be allowed to come on, unless you're a series regular. Okay. So if you have a small channel and you want to come and grow your channel, Friday night will be your chance. I'm not going looking for you. You guys can spread the word. If you watch smaller channels and you want to tell them, hey, Fat Boy is inviting all to join him Friday Night Live, if you're up to it, so we can give you the platform to grow your channel. That's my gift back to you before I leave. I want to leave the States doing something positive, more than what I already do for the fragrance community. And if there's one thing that gives me the most satisfaction when it comes to doing this thing, besides, the normal stuff, is the fact that I can help smaller channels. Because I remember a channel telling me that I was going to be a big thing. I was going to grow my channel, and I didn't believe them. But when you start hearing it from bigger channels, it gives you confidence, and you grow into your shell. You grow out of your shell. You start doing lives. You get more confident. You take the music away, and you let, I took the music away because, not just because of copyright, because I also didn't have confidence on certain things. And I was like, I don't need the music. So, yes, the only thing I want to fix in the next couple months is my camera work. I am not happy with the camera output right now. I'm not happy with my camera. Like, I'm either going to go back to my iPhone 16 or 17 Pro and start shooting from that. I'm to this point, this close. Or I might just buy me a Google Pixel. But I've yet to see a Google Pixel have a great front-facing camera. So I don't know. I'm going to shoot a lot of videos while I'm in Australia with my iPhone, and I'm going to use a little rig I got where I can put lights and everything on there if I need to, and I can hold it like a camera. And so I'm going to take that with me. But and I have a little tripod that's a selfie stick that I can stick on top of there if I need to set it up. Now I know Mark has his stuff. I like to have my own too. And so expect content from the minute I leave the house. Basically, I'm gonna be recording. I'll do my best to record everything for at least, once I reach the airport, I'll record. Once I get on the plane, I'll record a little bit. Once I land at that first stop in Atlanta, I'll record a little bit, and then I'll record in LA, and then I'll record on the plane to Australia. Then when we get there, I'll be recording. I want to remember every moment of it, and this will be the best way I know how to do it. Now, as far as live stream goes, I doubt we'll have any major live stream unless it's like a 11 or 12 o'clock live stream and it's late at night. Now, the whole special thing that I'm doing for my wife, the surprise that I've kind of told you guys, and I kind of keep it to myself now because she might, I'm not worried about it. We're too close and she doesn't know anything about it. And I want to keep it that way. So I'm going to stop talking about, like, telling you guys. But I know that we might air that live, but it will probably be when you guys are sleeping. So I don't know yet. But it'll be uploaded, at least you guys can watch it. So yes, I've bought the things I needed to give to her, to do it, and we've got the place where I'm going to do it at. And then the next day when we go to do the ceremony, it's going to be on the beach. So yes, it's all worked out. Thank God that I have help. And my wife is genuinely going to be surprised and happy. And I can't wait to tell her that I want to spend another 20 years with her, or ever as long as I got left on this earth. And I wish that every one of you, if you have it, I'm happy for you. And if you don't, I hope you find it. And the best advice I can give you is 3 things, guys. You know my 3 things. Help me out here, Stan. What are my 3 things? Here we go. Never date a chick with a what? What kind of tattoo, Stan? Okay. Never date a chick with a I don't know if they have anything Latinas there, do they? You never date a chick with a dagger tattoo. That's rule number 1. Okay. Rule number 2, always get 12 hours of sleep, which I never do. That's one I always break. And rule number 3, never play pool or cards with any guy whose first name starts with as the name of a city. Okay, that's the rules. And if you live by those rules, your life will be golden. So don't be playing cards with some guy named, Mrs. Memphis Brown or Nashville Eddie, because they're gonna beat your ass. Okay. Good to see Jahoni here. What's up, Jahoni? You know what? That's a good fragrance. Nobody talks about that enough. I do like the Bentley line. Who do you think makes better fragrances, Bentley or Mercedes? Who has the most iconic fragrance? I would say that we are forgetting. I would say if you told me to pick my top 5 favorites. Hey, babe, I got a new fragrance for you. You can try it later. I think if you're telling me to pick my top 5 favorite car fragrances, I would say number 1 is Mercedes-Benz Cologne. Number 2 would be Ferrari's Noble Fig. Number 3 would be Bentley Silver Lake. Number 4 would be Cadillac for Man. I know you're tripping, but I love that fragrance. And number 5, oh no, man. Number 5 is a tough one. You could say Mercedes Club Black, but that's so overhyped. I'm gonna go back to Ferrari, and I'm gonna say Bright Neroli, because it is probably my favorite Neroli fragrance. Good to see Jahoni, and Stan's rocking rocking at Kamra Dukan. That's a good one. I sold 2 bottles of that thing. What's good frag like this in your opinion? I haven't smelled content momentum. Okay, I'll do that before I leave. I'll make that one on one of my lists. That's a good one. I have a Jaguar. I have Jaguar. I did have a Cadillac. I hope I still have it. I do have a Cadillac, Mercedes, Ferrari. I got rid of my Hummers fragrances. I have a couple more. Who else do I have? I don't remember. But the Ferrari line was like the one that I love the most. Noble Fig, Bright Neroli, and Radiant Bergamot. I didn't like the lavender. I didn't care for that much. But as far as Mercedes goes, Mercedes cologne is a spitting image of your home cologne. Spot on. And it's fantastic. I haven't tried the new ones. I do like the Bentley ones that have the they came out with one I didn't like, but the first 3 they came out with, I think one was a vetiver fragrance. Wow, vetiver, I think. I remember the other 2, but those were great too. I think one of the Bentley vetivers actually smells just like a better version, a nicer version than Gray Vetiver. Good to see RXL. What's up, RXL? So for the folks in California, I will be in California at the airport around 6:30-ish. We're supposed to get there. I'm probably going to find somewhere there to eat. So I don't know how hard it is for you guys to get past customs and all. I'm going to get past TSA to get just to visit somebody who's waiting in the airport. I don't know if it's even possible. I don't know how LAX works. But if anybody wants to do a meet and greet and lives in LA and you want to come spend an hour or so hanging out, chilling, talking, you're more than welcome to, because I have 2 hours to kill. So once I get to where I know where I need to leave from my plane, you're more than welcome to come over to the meet and greet if you live in the LA area. But like I said, I cannot really leave. I'm not going to leave the it is Halloween. I'm not going to leave the hotel, the airport. I do not want to go back through TSA once I went through it the first time, which where I go through TSA is in the small airport, thank God. And once I get through that, I go to Atlanta, and then we go to LA, and then to Brisbane. Good to see you, RXL. That's a great fragrance, man. I still haven't pulled triggered. I don't know why. I haven't tried that one. My scent today is from Dua. It's called 44 Shades of Cherry Poseidon. I'm gonna go over all these fragrances here in a second. I'm trying to decide I just don't like the Fire and Ice. I don't feel like this is a parody clone, is what I'm trying to say. I feel like this is just a knockoff. This smells like a cheap version of Angel Share to me. This is not parodies. This is more closer to a cheaper version of Angel Share. Fire and Ice is a throwaway, in my opinion. Don't buy it. Sample it, but don't buy it. Yeah, that's what it was. Dirty. What's Dirty Vetiver? I got them over there, but they were really cool. Stan's on no fly list. There you go, Stan. But I just wanted to put it out there in case somebody did want to come. If you don't want to come, it's fine. But at least I offered it. So nobody can say Juan's stuck up. He doesn't want to meet people. No, I offered it. People want to come, and I'm not going to meet you, you know. But I just can't leave the place. Is there a KFC at the airport? I hope not. I don't want KFC. I remember eating Chinese at 7 a.m. at O'Hare Airport. It'd be the last meal I'll have before I hit the road. And I'm looking forward to watching people look at my wife and ask her and when she talks, because she's country as hell. It's gonna be funny, you know, because I'm gonna have I can imagine how a person from the South, like my wife, sounds to them. I mean, it's got to be fascinating. Right? There you go. See, I don't feel like it's close to it, man. I don't feel like it's close to it. And I don't even own the real deal. I had KFC twice last week. I guess people are liking it, man, but I don't get it. Mine smells like any other cheap version of Angel Share. All right, so that's Fire and Ice. That's the first one we got, and I gave it a 2 out of 5. I'm sticking with that 2 out of 5. The next one we did was the marshmallow one, which is supposed to be the Kali fragrance, Odyssey marshmallow. Let's see if it got better. It smells better. The spoiled milk Accord's gone, but with a marshmallow fragrance, you gotta wow me right out the jump. I mean, you can't have any mess ups. Because if all I'm getting is a dry down on marshmallow, I'm good. Bye. I mean, it's just not. It's okay. I mean, women are gonna like this to wear, but it's not gonna be something a guy's gonna like to smell of a woman. I'm telling you. Speaking of women, I finally broke down and started to watch Nurse Jackie, and I'm intrigued. I'm enjoying it so far. It's a little too soap opera-ish, but I actually like it. Nurse Jackie, old show, but never watched it. They're staying catching up. See, the nose coconut, I smell no coconut. I smell no apple, no peony. I smell lemon. I don't smell none of that. All I smell is spoiled milk and marshmallow. That praline, maybe this was called in spoiled milk. Maybe that's it. So, as far as this Friday will be probably the last auction night. I mean, the last auction and the last live stream of before I leave, and we're going to have a open mic night. Small channels are going to be welcome to come on, and series regulars like RXL and Mirror Image, Matt, they can come on, and Spence, if you guys want to come on too, that's fine. But we're also going to be inviting channels that have less than 5,000 subscribers to come on my channel, and I will help grow your channel. We will do that. Now, one other thing, business related. I'm going to start doing drawings this week for the $10, $20 gift cards. I will do the $100 drawing probably when I get to Australia. I'm going to give it a little more time. So anytime you spend $25 or more, your name gets put into the wheel. And I'm going to give away 10 of those $20 cards, and I'll give them all out by November 2nd. But if you receive an email that's saying that you won, congratulations. So that's also part of the promotion that we're running. Now it ends on the Tuesday or Wednesday. It ends like in a week, basically. I gotta have time to get, and the reason I am I'm trying to figure out how I want to do it, because the coupons will be specifically need to be used on certain things, because I can't let somebody go in there and use the winnings towards and there will be a big note on that. I mean, and I will put it in the listing for the Zed creators. Nobody can use those coupons for Zed creators. That's off limits. If anybody does, I'm just going to refund your order and you're going to buy something else, because I won't ship it. The Zed creators have to be paid with cash or card or credit, however you want to do it. But you cannot use gift cards to pay that were given to you by me to buy the one thing that's hard to get or limited. So you're going to have to pay for that one. So be mindful of that. If you win a gift card, don't think you're going to go in there and buy a Zed creator sample. I'm going to refund you immediately. That's the way I have to do it. I think that's fair. If I want to do a free sample, now I might give away a free sample set of Zed creators Friday. I might do that, or we might auction one off and give away one. That's different. But as far as the gift cards, they can be used for anything in the store except the Zed creator pre-order. They'll be if it slips through, I'm going to just refund you your money. All right, so what's that cover? What now? I haven't smelled that one. No, I haven't. Is it a new fragrance? When did it launch, Stan? When did it launch? Now I do know that there's some new. You know what? It's been a while since we looked at this, and I hate doing this, guys, because I end up buying stuff. Let me go in here and look real quick. It's been a while since I looked at Fragrance Official. Let me look. See what they have new coming out. Let me see. All right, so new fragrances. BVK's got a new one coming out. John Paul Gaultier, the Christmas ones I don't give a shit about. Lictimus has got nope, don't care. Okay, BMW's got 3 new fragrances coming out. Roja launches, I'm not worried about that one. Okay, Louis Vuitton launches a Journey to China fragrance collection. What the fuck is this? And how much does it cost? Let me share with you. Hold on. I don't even know. What is this? Rain tea. Okay. All right, how much is it going to cost? That's what I want to know. What's the price going to be on these bad boys? Well, anyways, Rain Tea. It's Moontail, Ink Mark, and Rain Tea. And there's no pricing, or I guess I can go to Louis Vuitton's website and tell you. When does it launch? I guess it already did. So that's the kind of stuff that's coming out. What else is coming out? Let me see. Announces masculine. What is this? Dolce & Gabbana announces the Masculine and Sicily re-edition. Never heard of those. Man, I'm way behind on new fragrances. Golly. Nichonnet launches a date with Oud. Okay, I don't want nothing to do with that son bitch. Shaq O'Neal debuts namesake fragrance at JCPenney. Oh hell, you know I gotta buy this one. What is it called? Shaquille O'Neal. All right, there's one we're gonna buy at JC. Let's see how much it is. Let me look it up. Come on now. Oh, damn, Shaq must have a bunch of shit there with them. There are fragrances. Let me see. Hold on. Here it is, fragrance. Okay, there we go. How much is it? Let's see. Damn it. Newest stuff, new arrivals. Here we go. Man, JCPenney be having some good deals on the fragrances sometimes. You gotta catch them slipping. I don't see it. Okay, there's a new platinum. Okay, Messy. Okay, that's Messy. I don't want Messy's fragrance. But where's Shaquille O'Neal's at? How much is it? I don't see it. I'd be curious to see what it smelled like. There it is. It is $55. By God, you can't get no cheaper than that. There you go. I found it. Yeah, it's not a bad price. Anybody tried it? Man, they got a little gift pack. You can get a little lotion with it too. Shaquille O'Neal smoke smells amazing. Fragrance smells amazing. Shaquille O'Neal, tell you that. I'm gonna put it in my cart. You know what? What the hell? See, now you guys got me looking, man. I don't have a JCPenney here, I don't think. Only one left. Shit. Damn. I don't want to ship it to the store. Fuck that, man. Go back. Go back. Why do I gotta ship it to a store? Why can't I just have it delivered? Do I have to have it shipped to a store? That the only way this some bitch works here? Okay, I have to probably go and get this somewhere else then. Okay. Anywho, let's go back. All right, so what else came out that I okay, now we're into stuff I already know about. Okay, so it wasn't that much. All right, okay, got it. Phantasmagoria shit. I ain't buying it. I told you I am done buying Louis Vuittons. It does not start with Imagination or Afternoon Swim. I might one day walk in there and get them to refill my bottles, but I am not buying any more Louis Vuittons. They're tyrants. I don't care how good they smell, and they haven't put out a good fragrance in fucking years. In years. But the only reason people say they smell good because they have to justify the price they paid for it. I'm sorry. And this whole Imagination shit, everybody loves Imagination now because the TikTokers got a hold of it and made it into a thing because there's so many clones and they get clicks, and these clone houses or these Malaysian houses pay them because Louis Vuitton ain't paying them shit. So everybody's cloning them. But in my opinion, Louis Vuitton has not put out a good fragrance in a long time. But they keep raising their prices. Kiss my ass. Okay. All right, I might check it out. They can keep it. I mean, see, I think they don't give a shit about regular fragrance people because they know people are going to have to, they know that their stuff is getting inspired immediately. They want to make their fragrances for a certain people. That's it. It's not for us anymore. They were barely for us at the prices they were at when you can get one for $260 for a small bottle. Now forget about it. There's no way the average fragrance buyer is going to spend that kind of money, and they're not pushing it towards you, and they don't give a shit. They didn't care before. They don't care now. Same thing with Creed. Creed could give two shits about you buying their fragrance. It's just one of those things because it's such a small part of Louis Vuitton's portfolio. But what makes some of these higher end designer brands look bad is cheap fragrances. To be honest, that is the truth. I can't afford a Versace suit, but I can afford a Versace fragrance. See that? And I think, it cheapens the brand a little bit. Louis Vuitton's not going to let that happen. Don't give me this shit about expenses and all that stuff. Don't give me that shit. Refilling my bottle of Louis Vuitton today will cost the same as when I bought it. Well, is that a bad thing? Well, no, the refills, you only get $100. Yeah, so yeah, if you get it refilled, you're basically paying the same thing because it's $100 less. Yes, but they don't refill the small bottles though. They only refill the big bottles. Remember that, Andrew? Ain't that right, RXL? They only refill the big bottles and not the small ones. You gotta buy the big one, and the big ones were always $300 something. They were like $350 if I remember. Now I might be wrong, but I know as far as what RXL told me, I think it was only the big bottles get refilled. And if I knew if there was a Louis Vuitton place in the mall, and is there a Louis Vuitton place in the mall that could do that? I doubt it. In LAX, probably. How does duty free work for me? I'm wondering. So if I'm in the duty free airport in Australia, I can buy those fragrances, right? If I'm correct, right? Bring them home, right? But what's the tariff situation like now? How much am I going to pay for that shit when I get it back? That's what I want to know. Yeah, it never was. You're right, Sven. You're 100% right. And that's why I don't care about the brand no more. I don't care. I'll give a pass to a niche house. I get it. That's different. A niche house is trying to, is your boutique house. Even you think Nichane is not some big ass place, man. They may got 20 people working for them, maybe 10, 15. But so they definitely, just I don't mind paying more for niche fragrances because I know it's I could tell the difference between a niche and a designer. But when it comes to Louis Vuitton, I don't care what you tell me. There's no way that what they use in those fragrances is worth the money they're telling me it's worth. It's the name only. And in my opinion, name is not good enough when it comes to fragrances. I would love to see their sales figures when it came to their fragrance, since they raised their prices. And like I said, they don't care. They want their clients to not give a shit about money. Okay, so if I see some, I have yet to find anything in duty free that I would want to bring back. So, but I've only been to Puerto Rico, and it doesn't count because if you're coming back to the States, you can't do the duty free. You got to be, going to another country. So I'm actually going to be coming from somewhere that I could actually bring stuff back duty free. So if I do see something over there that I can't get here, I might pick it up, but I doubt it. The top is right. So stupid. I remember going to a flea market here in near Huntsville, and this guy had a whole fragrance booth set up. This Middle Eastern guy did, and he had every Lattafa there and all kind of shit. And he was like, "Hey, buddy, what he was trying to give me the sales pitch," and I said, "Man, I appreciate it, but I just want to look. If I want to buy something, I'll buy something, but I don't buy from places like this. No offense to you, buddy. I've never bought from Perfumania but once. So, and that wasn't because of the fragrance. It's because the attitude of the salesman was amazing. Still to this day, the best experience I've ever had dealing with a fragrance salesman. Most of them, half of them speak English well enough. The others think that the same old sales tactic works for me. It doesn't. I've smelled everything. My brain doesn't work the same when it comes to smelling fragrances on my wife. It doesn't do anything for me or on other people. It really doesn't. I don't get aroused over stuff like that. It's different for me. My room smells like so much shit right now. It's hard. My nose is like, it had to be something amazing to wow me, to really make me go crazy. But they all try. Oh, this is amazing. It's a lady killer. Man, I'm good. Can I just look? If I want something, and then when you tell them you have a YouTube channel, they're like, they got lobsters coming out of your ear. Like, they don't know what you're saying. I'm like, I'm kind of a big deal. Yeah, that's not bad. Bye. Good to see Prestige. What's going on, Prestige? You look like you're new, man. I don't think we've seen you here before. We love new folks here. If you are new, let us know. Can't remember if you've been here before or not, Prestige. I can't remember. Yeah, all right. Well, welcome. Everybody say yeah. Welcome in, Prestige. Blanca Pura. No, I haven't. I haven't even heard of that one. I know Do is Bianca Pura. That's about it. See if I haven't heard of that one. So I meant to pull up, see if I can find it. Hold on. Maybe it'll show up in my history if I do it. Give me 1 second.
Jeremy is finally available.
All right, give me 1 second. I think I found it. Waiting for network. Oh, I got my Wi-Fi off. That's why. Yeah. Yep, they are. But no, it's not too bad. I mean, I understand certain things, but here's the problem that designer houses have now, and I don't think they're finally coming to the realization that niche houses, designer houses, Chanel, LV, they are losing so much business from Middle Eastern companies. I mean, golly, I want to know how many How many Fragrance World Vulcan Fuse were sold? I guarantee you way more than God of Fire was sold. And I know for a fact there's more Imagination clones sold than Imagination. Not even close. It's like 1,000 to 1 probably. For every 1,000 inspirations sold of Imagination, 1 bottle of Imagination gets bought. So all the money they're losing out of it's got to be, but they got to be coming to a realization at some point. So I think to them, Sven, I think the higher they raise the prices, the bigger their profit margins will be. And that's how, listen, that's why there are repercussions of having these Middle Eastern houses who work outside the rules of law sometimes, because they're located in other places that have different laws when it comes to doing this stuff. That's the result. They're just going to jack up the price of stuff they got. They know it's going to get inspired. They know they're going to lose money because now everybody's going to buy it. Why do you think they shut all the decanters down on eBay? Why do you think I get an email once in a while telling me I can't sell this? I don't own the real deal. It's because they don't want us to buy a sample. They don't want us to buy an inspiration. They want us to spend all the money on the real stuff. So, which I do all the time. But I'm telling you this. It's changing. It's going to change. I think in 10, 15 years from now, there won't be like designer and niche. It's going to be inspirations and high-end fragrances. It's because the niche and designers are going to just merge into one. They're going to get so expensive, not for quality, not for prestige, or because a niche house is a niche house because that's all they do. That word's going to go away. It's just going to be super expensive fragrances and super cheap fragrances. That's what we're going to have. I don't like it, but that's where we're going. Yeah, that's a great fragrance, man. I've sold 2 bottles. I just got my 3rd bottle about 2 weeks ago. I have restocked that thing 3 times. It is definitely one of the best fragrance releases of the year, and it does go with me to Australia. Thank you, Tiff, for welcoming. Look at Stan putting the work in. Yeah, I love this fragrance. When they first showed me the note, I was like, I don't know about this one, but I actually do like it. Bougie versus budget. That's right. Yeah, but there's more private houses popping up. There's more clone houses popping up. They're everywhere. So I think when I release my fragrance, I think it's going to be a breath of fresh air. In my little small part of the world, I'll be able to tell the consumer who's buying my fragrance that it doesn't cost anything more than $100. The value of it's way more than that. Everybody who wants to try my fragrance has to pay for it. And I did not piggyback off anybody. I'm going to do it all on my own. As far as no house, it'll be my house, my name when I release it, everything. The name of the fragrance house is already being written up to get see if I can use it and be my name, and so it'll be legally mine. Copyright, however you say it. I want to own that. So there's stuff in the works. It just takes time. I need to build the channel. I need to get more people watching. So that's why it's so important for you guys to get people to subscribe. The quicker we can get to 20,000, the quicker I can start like a Kickstart. I can start that GoFundMe. Not GoFundMe. What's it called? The other one, not Kickstarter. Yeah. We need to raise, around. I'm not gonna tell you how much I need to raise, but once we raise, I'm pretty sure we can raise it. We got 25, 30,000 subscribers. We can get there. And then you watch shit change. I mean, I'm not going to change the world with my fragrance, but I promise you this, it will be a breath of fresh air. It will be like, wow, somebody took the time to make something really cool, really awesome smelling. And they told all the shills and everybody who thinks that we need them to push this community along, fuck you. Pay for it if you want to try it. Pay for it. Everybody pays. And I mean everybody. I won't be doing any giveaways. I won't be doing none of that. I'm not sending nobody no bottles. You want to send, and if it fails, it fails. But I will stick to my guns when it comes to that. If I don't take free shit, why would I give free shit out to influencers to give me their fake reviews? I want real reviews. And I don't even care about theirs. I care about what the people say. And when it comes out, I promise you, it will be, you'll see, it's coming. It'll be here. I'm going to buy a Ferrari too. Yeah. Yeah. Right? And believe me, I would love for it to work out for me. I would love to, because then I would slowly get out of the sample game and just get into the perfume game completely. I'm not the perfumer. I'm just the face of the company. I'm the seller. I guess the packer too, maybe. I'll get my own perfumer. I'll get my I'll have a small partner that'll have a small stake in it too. You know, 70-30, just a little investment in there. But it will be epic, because if you know me, I love, I'm gonna shut up. I don't want to talk about it anymore. No, he does. I don't think he does. But what he is doing is he is opening up his own fragrance. I don't know if he has his own frag. I'm trying to pull up the name of it. If you give me a second, I was gonna pull the link up and show it to you. Here it is. I found it. All right, let me look it up. Hold on. I think this is it right here. This is the thing he's working with. This is where he's going to be opening the store up. It's out of Sydney, but it's basically inspirations. You can buy them now. Good to see you, Rob. What's up, Rob? How you doing? I smell stronger with you perfume. It smells like, oh, I don't know. That don't sound that bad. You mean the parfum or the perfume? All right, so here's the link. I'll show it to you. This is the one that I'm gonna have a ton of stuff to put in the store after I come back. Now I'm not going to buy from what the stuff that's been sent to the certain reviewers smells like. I'm going to give you an honest opinion when I get it, but from what people are saying, it smells pretty damn good. And I trust Mark. Mark has one of the best noses for somebody who's not trained in it I've seen. Watch him break down fragrances, man. He's really good at it, and his collection is epic, like epic. But he's one of those everyman kind of fragrance guys, but also can turn the ratchet up and say, hey, I can rock anything. And he can talk about the niche stuff really easy. And probably one of the funniest people I've met in a long time. He is super funny. I mean, like super funny, easy. Like it's rolls off. It's just nothing for him to say a joke and it work every time. I'm going to have to learn how to pronounce this. I don't know how to pronounce it yet. But here it is. He's opening up a store, and this is what they're selling right here. They're inspirations. The bottles are really nice. It's Bulljamari, as I'm guessing. They're verifying me that I'm human. Bloomin' Onion EVP. I do like some Bloomin' Onion. What's taking this thing so long? See if I can refresh it. Okay, while it's doing that, I'll just keep looking. So we have inspired. They've got originals right here. So here are the originals. I know they had originals. That's pretty cool. It's not the site. It's probably just because I'm in the Australia site, and that's why it's doing that. I don't know. I'll give it a second. I'll come back to it. I'll come back to it when it gets loaded up. But they have originals and they have inspired ones. I think there's actually 2 sites you got to go to on this. Let me back up a second. Hold on. Yeah, I think you gotta go to fragrance.net. I think I've seen them on fragrance.net too. If I'm correct. Yeah, you can find them on fragrance.net. That's where you can find them too. I don't know what the prices of them are though. It doesn't tell me. Let's see here. Yeah. It's about 40 bucks, 50, about $60 for a what's a 3 point? Yeah, about the same price. It's a little cheaper than Alexandra if you give it a secondary market. But on the website, I'm trying to see if I can find it. Hold on. I'm just gonna go to Fragrantica and see what it has. All right, it's a company out of Australia. They're opening up a store in Brisbane, and that's what he's running. They've been making fragrances since they had 12 fragrances, 2023, and here they are. I'll show you the picture of it now. Here we go. There you go. They got 12 fragrances. They say Iconic is really good. That is their version, I think, of Herba Pura, if I'm correct. Yeah, that looks like Herba Pura right there. Tell by the notes. No, it's actually bitter peach. Huh. Okay. I feel like that's Herba Pura right there. Them notes. Looks like Herba Pura to me. I don't even see no peach in that. But I'll basically have almost all these. This Gold Coast Shiraz. I don't know what that is. That sounds good. All right, this one came out in what? Don't tell me when it came out. Let me see. No, it's pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. So yeah, there's different kind of fragrances. So yes, so this is the house. He's opening up his own store. That they're opening one up in Brisbane. He's gonna run it. So the bottles look pretty cool. I mean, and it's out of Australia. So if you live in Australia and you need to get fragrances, right? It's pretty cool. And I'm pretty sure they don't sell samples. So yeah, so there's tons of them. I've seen tons of boxes that he's had. This is supposed to be their Aventus one, is my guess. This is definitely an Aventus. Oh, it's got toffee in there. It's weird. Aftermath. Okay. What if I click on their link? What'll happen? Maybe they'll go faster. All right. Let's see if this is working any faster. How many fragrances do they have? Let me see. Inspirations, or I want to look at the originals. What do the originals do? Golly, it's taking forever. This Clouds Fire, man. It's kill. Okay, I'm in now. Finally, here we go. These are the originals. Okay, cool. Now we can look at them. So let me go ahead and show you this page. Hold on 1 second. Let me exit out of this one. Now we can see them. These are the original ones right here. Love the color of the bottles, though. So we got Ruthless Vanilla, Sasha, Her Created, Australian Watermelon. That sounds good. Cocoa Dream. I tell you, for the pricing, it's not bad. The bottles look pretty cool. Chocolate. Okay, that's got too much chocolate for me. I ain't gonna like that one. Let's just see what their most popular is. Okay, that's about popular. Let's look at their newest one first, the latest. So these are the latest ones. Riviera, Original, Queens. Okay, my guess is Queens is probably. Oh, I think I just saw the one you were talking about on Aussie Glow. Maybe that's it. I don't know. I love these little cake bottles, though, man. These are cute. My wife's going to go crazy over these. Yeah, I'm impressed. The house has got some cool looking bottles. I'll give them that. But the newest one is called Riviera or Rivina. Nutmeg ginger. Okay, yeah. So I'll be coming home with a lot of this stuff, a ton of it, like more than I probably need. Damn it. Yeah, you did. It did. Hey, Frank Jitsu, how are you? Do you guys see anything on that list? Hold on, let me bring myself back. Hold on. Damn it. Give me 1 second. There we go. Do you guys see anything on that list you guys like? All right, so let's just go back. I'm taking requests now. All right, so let's just go back and look at the originals. We're doing requests now. Take it nice and slow. You guys put in the chat if you see one you like. I'll try to bring a couple of those back. All right, so we have Ravina, Queens Avenue. Let's see what Aussie Glow is. That's the most expensive one. Let's see what this one is. A radiant Australian summer, Aussie Glow captures, blah, blah, blah. So it's got creamy coconut, mango, grapefruit, bam, bam, amber, bam, 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 bam. I do like all those notes. I definitely would probably get Aussie Glow. What size is that bottle? Couldn't tell me what size bottle it is. I'm going to add it to the cart. That'd be one I would definitely want to check out. Aussie Glow. All right. And then let's look at King Street. Let's see what King Street is. Ambery, bergamot, amber dry. Pistachio cake, mouse cake, mandria cake, or apple crumble. That looks like the best one, I would say, right? Apple crumble looks pretty good. Oh, cool, cool. That ain't bad. That ain't bad. So let's put apple crumble in there for sure. Let's add that to the cart. Still don't tell me what size box this is. 3.4. I think these are all 3.4 ounces. All right, so we put those two in there. Just love that bottle look. So cool looking. All right, so then we got Untouchable, but inspired by Invictus Parfum. We've got Sunrise in Sydney. It's a niche. It's an original. And we've got Midnight in Melbourne. And we have G-Day, Goko Shiraz. Let's see what Goko Shiraz looks like. I think I already looked this one up. I don't remember. We know we got to get that one too. Let's put the, it's not available. Oh. So yeah, there's some good looking fragrances in here, man. These are just, I will be bringing some of these back. So this is the first time I've ever looked at this website. So it's all new to me here. And I'm probably going to smell a lot of them first before I get them. So what does Top Life smell like? I'm just curious. Top Life. Sea notes, grapefruit. I like the notes. I like Top Life. Iconic this is the one they were talking about. I think this was it. Iconic right here. I think this was the one. No, it's the same one we saw earlier. There's two different bottle colors for some reason. I don't know why. But I do like these bottle colors, man. They're cool. And I've seen the storeroom. There's just boxes everywhere. Lux Noir. All right. Australian watermelon. That one looks really cool too. All right, let's go right here for him. And let's put what's the most expensive fragrance they have. High price to low. Let me see. So, okay, so they have a cup. All these are their niche ones right here. You have G-Day, you have Sunrise Sydney, and then Goko Shiraz. These are all the ones I'd probably be interested in too. Midnight in Melbourne. It just looks good, man. I like the bottle look. So red berries, cognac, grapefruit. Oh, that one sounds amazing. Yeah. So, anywho. Right. I don't think he can work out the samples though. So I was told, I however much I can carry, I can take. So we'll see. So I'm just kidding. But that's why I'm not really taking a lot of stuff with me, because I'm gonna be trying a lot of stuff from over there. Mark has I could take one fragrance with me and just go into his collection and use his stuff all week. I mean, you think if I have House of Sillage stuff, you should see his House of Sillage stuff. But we're definitely going to be adding this to the store. We got the blessing. So we're going to be putting this stuff in the store, no doubt. So we're going to add this to which means we're probably going to remove a house or two out of the store. Like, I probably will be taking out Barrett Fragrances and Mirror and Making Sense for now. So Making Sense and Mirror Image will probably come down. I'm even thinking about taking down Alexandria because it's just not worth keeping up anymore, and it's a clutter. So I'm thinking about taking down Alexandria, doing a inventory count of what I have and what I wear, what I can use for content and what I can't, and see if I can either revamp the listing, make it into like a duo one, or just get out of the sample business with the Alexandria period. There's no money in it. I'm going to leave Hez Parfums up, even though y'all forget about Hez Parfums, and he's very, very expensive. I have cheap samples of all the Hez Parfums. I don't get it. Why haven't sold more Hez Parfums? And I'll leave up, of course, the Essential Obsessions. We're going to add maybe another 30 or 40 Essential Obsessions to the list when I get back. So I'm not going to, I need to make room, as I'm trying to say. I have too much stuff. I won't sell my Alexandria bottles. That's for sure. I'll keep those. Most of the Alexandrias I have, I'll either wear or make content with. But it's nothing that I haven't done before. What's a house that I don't talk about anymore or sell anymore? And I have like 3 bottles of them. I don't even wear them anymore. And I have like a 30% discount with them standing anytime I want to use it. I'm sorry, 40 if I spend a certain amount of money. But you got to spend a lot of damn money to get there. And that is Parfums Vintage. I just pretty much got out of that one. So we're going to get rid of some stuff and make room for it. We're going to, so I'm excited. I don't know what pricing is going to look like yet. I don't know what I'm going to do, since these come in 100 ml bottles. So it's not like the other clone houses where I had to do 3 mLs to make it worth it. I might even, in the beginning, I might not put these ones in a listing all together. I might just put them in a collection, but I might put them all separate. I might put them all together, and I'll do 2 sizes. I'll probably do 3 sizes depending on how it works, how well they sell. I might do 3, 5, and 10, but I'll probably just do 3. I'm probably end up doing 5 and 10, or 3 and 5, 1 or 2. Or I might just do something special for them and do like a 4 and an 8. If I could ever find a plastic, you know what? And some of those are expensive, like $200 ones, they will go in a glass. So I might do those in separate links for now, or I might put them together. I haven't decided, but I'm going to work on that while I'm over there. Kind of get an idea. Take some pictures of the building. Kind of get a cool look to it. No, because you can buy, I'll probably do 3 and 5, Stan, because you can buy 2 5 mLs and get a 10. See, that's how that works. And I make more money. And I can upgrade the customer to a 10 ml, no problem. If you ever notice when I price stuff, when it's like a 10 ml, it might say $22. The 5 ml say $12. Do you know why? Because I don't want somebody to go in there. You know, I could put it for $10, right? And then you can buy 2 5 mLs at the price of a 10 ml. So you always got to make your lower ones. When you're pricing things, you can't say, hey, if I got a 3 ml and a 5 ml and a 10 ml, if the 10 ml is 40, the 5 ml has got to be at least 22 or 23. The 3 ml has to be, 18, 19, $18. So that way, if they put them together, they won't equal enough to reach the next size up. Because I do a lot of buy one, get one sometimes, and get half off. So I don't want people to rip me blind here. Okay, that one right there, Riviera Maya. All right, so is that what you're asking, Sven, about that one? Well, there'll be a bunch, and we're going to put them in the store, and we're going to try them out. And we're going to get in a bunch of more Central Obsessions. That thing has been in the work for a year now. Basically, Kevin doesn't do samples at all. Okay, it's too much work for him. He would rather me get all the business, and all the business that he would get extra from me, he'll be redirected through a coupon system that I'm working on. So basically, if you buy a sample from me, you automatically gonna get an email with a link for a coupon to spend at his store. So it's basically I'm advertising Kevin's fragrances on my website, selling samples, and then people go buy bottles of them. It's a win-win for everybody. There ain't no auction going on. Who's got an auction going on? Ain't no auction. Don't get Emmanuel started on auction. He thinks of auction. He wants some mirror image fragrances, and that shit ain't happening. Anyways, I was just talking away with you guys. I'm trying to talk to you guys. I'm trying to avoid to get back to work. Is what I'm doing. I'm looking at all your auction shit that I should have never done to begin with. That's going to take up tomorrow and tonight and tomorrow's whole day. Okay, so let me go ahead and look this. The Woola what? Okay, hold on. The Woola. Go back to that link. How do I search on here? Woola what? Woola. Man, they have 61 pages. They got a lot of stuff on here. So some of their stuff is not fragrances though. Let's go ahead and just go to fragrances only. I mean, they have a couple atomizer samples, but not a lot. They sell like they're trying to sell samples, but they just don't have a lot of it. It's a lot, man. Sample work is hard. I promise you, very, very hard. I don't even know what size this stuff is. I'm guessing it's a 5 ml for $10, but it's out of stock. So all their sample stuff is not even probably for sale anymore. You gotta buy bottles. So, all right. So let's go here. Let's just look for him. You said what? Mula Woola. Man, there's 40 pages of fragrances. That's a lot. Okay, we got some of these are, when it comes to clones, I'm very, very picky on what I pick up. But that's what I told Mark. I said, when I go for clones, I try not to overlap too much with Dua, unless it's a Middle Eastern house. And I don't consider this to be like a clone house. It's more just, to me, it's probably more like just an indie house. A clone house doesn't have normally a $200 fragrance. But yeah, there's a bunch on here. As much as I can carry. Okay. I think we can all just want to buy heat for what's heat fragrance? How about half bottles? I understand what that means. I'm confused. I'm not doing an auction, by the way. I don't know what we're talking about here. I'm confused. Gully said, he sent me an original Gold Rush number. Yeah, sometimes, listen, here's the deal with sometimes with these guys like Kevin, and it happens sometimes, but Kevin's a guy who it likes to, he really lives and breathes and eats his shit. You know, a clone house is pretty much mixed. You know, it's not a terribly difficult thing to do. What they do, they have the oils, that's what they do. But Kevin likes to make his own things a lot more often than Dua. Dua might put out one original or two originals a month, a week. You know, Kevin will put out 15 or 20 or 30 in a month sometimes. Maybe not that, maybe 10. But Kevin, you know, he knows some things are trial and error. But I like that's one of the cool things about Central Obsessions, man, because it looks the presentation is way better, but it still has that down home feel to it, man. Like it's a comfort thing for me. Like when I go grab my bottle of what's it called? Cloud something remix in the sky, Lime in the Sky remix. That's a comfort thing for me, man. That's an OG bottle. It just makes me feel good. I can get your point on that, Emmanuel. I don't want to get into the bottle game. That's for sure. There's enough people doing that already. Good to see Wano here. Hey, Wano, hope you're having a good day. But I'm trying to revisit these fragrances before I let y'all go. Man, I don't like that Ice and Fire. The mango is about gone. That Black Forest, it's okay. The marshmallow's actually smelling better. Like this one's probably the second best now. The marshmallow. I would probably go this one, the mango, the marshmallow, and then the Black Forest, and then this is abysmal, dude. This is abysmal. This is just not good. Shame. Shame. But you can sample it at fatboyfragrance.com. Gotcha. Yes. Yes, absolutely. I'm with you on that. If I say it's good, yeah, so I'm going to I built up enough of a cachet with you guys that you know my opinion is going to be pretty solid no matter which way I go, okay? I asked George to come in personally a year and a half ago to come be with us on this trip so he could help me give the surprise to my wife. You know, y'all know about it already. And, you know, I think so highly of George. And then I trashed his fragrance, okay? Trashed it. But that's the way I have to be. When I smell a fragrance, I want to be honest with you guys, what I really think about it. And I don't ever want to have this cloud over me where people think, oh, Juan's a shill. You know, I don't mind the older jerk bullshit they used to say about me being a doer shill, and people still saying it. I don't care because I pay for them. And that's all. I don't need to prove nothing to nobody. But what I do like to know is to always have the feeling like, man, I'm so confident in what I'm saying, and I'm so confident you guys know what I'm saying is legit. You're not asking me to know everything about a fragrance. You're just asking me, hey, Juan, I'm about to spend the money that I've worked hard all week on this fragrance. Now that he said it's pretty good, I feel more comfortable about buying it. That is the ultimate goal. Hey, Chase, I do. Good to have you here. Great to have you here. I do like certain oud fragrances. I would say they're very far and few between. I do like this one. Mr. Dua. This is about as far on the oud meter as I want to go. There are some fruitier oud fragrances I kind of like. I wouldn't consider Tom Ford Oud Wood really an oud fragrance, even though it is. I guess you could say that one. Mr. Dua is one of my favorites. There's another one that Dua makes. It's called Fougère d'Agar. Kind of has an oud vibe. I like Venom Incarnate. It has a fruity oud vibe. I like that. What I don't like is the harsh ouds. They're really pungent. Yeah, just one fragrance though, man. One fragrance. That's all I got. They're like the One Shot Charlies, man. You ever heard of them? I just made it up. The One Shot Charlie sounds like a gang from Gangs in New York. You got the Flat Bottom Boys and you got the One Shot Charlies. They're scrapping it out on the 5 points. The Dead Rabbits against the One Shot Charlies. The Bowery Boys against the One Shot Charlies. That's another one. I think my favorite when he says, "Bill, you don't know what you're doing to yourself," and he's like, "What's I do, motherfucker? I poke my own eye out." Man, this. Oh my god. That movie right there. I know it's not that. It's kind of accurate, but it's not. But it's just the actor, though, man. When you get that guy playing in any movie, especially that kind of movie, he's fantastic. Why am I drawing a blank on his name? He's pretty fucking amazing. There Will Be Blood guy. What's his name? Daniel Day-Lewis. I think Daniel Day-Lewis and Ray Fiennes are one of my favorite actors that I never think about enough. Like, I love Ray Fiennes in Red Dragon. I loved him in that movie he just did 2 years ago with the chick with the beautiful eyes. What's her name? You know what I'm talking about? Here Comes the Bees. She was in that movie too. What's her name? The one with the real pretty eyes. And the movie was called The Menu. He was fantastic in that movie. And of course, Voldemort. What can you say? Speaking of Voldemort, I bought this. Let me grab this right here. It's not a fragrance, but let me share this with you guys. Hold on. This is the coolest thing I've ever picked up at a pharmacy, besides drugs and herpes once. I'm just kidding. It is a Hershey's Kisses Harry Potter sorting hat. So let's see what the sorting hat says. What house I belong in? Please don't be Slytherin. Please don't be Slytherin. Let's see what house I belong to. Ravenclaw. I hate Ravenclaw. Ravenclaw. All right. Let's try it again. Second time. Come on. Don't be Slytherin. That's the house I belong to, baby. Gryffindor. That's my house right there. Yeah, it's a little sorting hat, see? I'm gonna go take it to the kids here in a minute, let them pick their house. See, look. Thought that was a pretty cool little thing. I said, damn, what the fuck is that? I want that. Ombre Nomad is a great oud fragrance. There you go. There you go. There is one right there, I Chase. That's the one I would say is probably my favorite. It has a leather oud vibe. That's one of my favorites, without a doubt. Stronger With You oud is another one I like a lot. Jaguar's Oud for Man, fantastic. If you want a cheap oud, I believe you. I believe you. Oh, drink your milkshake. TLTG new scent. Yes, I haven't got it yet. If you got it already, you must be special. Yeah, TLTG. That fragrance will be here. Those will ship out on the 12th. I'm guessing, and I don't know this 100%, but if I am going to see George in November, and he's going to see Mark and Carla for the first time in a while, I'm pretty sure that he's going to be bringing them up. I'm not 100% sure, but he'll bring it for us to smell at least. I'm guessing. So I'll probably get to smell the Zed Creators before I get mine in. I'll do a quick little video on it, maybe give my first impressions on it. But mine, I'm about to go in there. I was waiting. I'm when I get done tonight with the orders, I'm gonna go in there and check and see what's left. If it looks good, I'm gonna go ahead and add some more sizes, more 5 mLs back into ones we ran out of, and I'm gonna go ahead and order another round again. Yeah, Anya's her name. Yeah, fantastic, beautiful girl, beautiful. She's got those F me eyes, man. Damn. Ooh for Greatness, good one too. Yes, another good one. You guys are on fire. But we got a big trip coming up. We got one more stream. I got content for this week. I'm gonna go ahead and do that car video you guys want. I know it's been done before and it's kind of cheesy, but I'm gonna rank all my car fragrances from my favorite to my least. I would probably say my least favorite is probably no. I know the one I didn't like that I think is so overrated. I did not like Bentley Men Intense. I hated it. It smells like Sassonis and adobo to me. I hated it. All right, so that's the plan. And on this weekend, on Friday night, we will have what's called Ooh Satin Mood. It is one that's very tolerable, Stan. A great choice. Very tolerable for me. I like that one too. For Friday, if you are a YouTube reviewer or a YouTube content creator and you have less than 5,000 subs, and please let these small channels that you guys watch, if you want to help them grow, put in the comments, hey, Fatboy Fragrance is having an open mic night on his live stream. He's invited influencers under 5K to come on and talk about fragrances and help grow their channel. So we will have maybe 3 auction items on Friday. Very small, but very heavy. We're going to probably do a giveaway, and that's about it to help the channels grow. We're going to set targets for anybody who joins the channel, joins the subscriptions. If we hit a certain target, it's not going to be high. I'm not fucking damn, a huge channel, but if I can get a channel at least 15, 20 subscribers in a night, that's an achievement. For these small channels that, get about 60 or 40 a month, that's half their month right there. If we can do that, let's do it. No channel small, it's too small. You know the rules here. Don't bring over some maniac. Okay, that's all I'm asking. Got to get into vaporizer fragrances for your house. Okay. I don't even know. What are vaporizers? Is that stuff you put in your house? I figure that stuff I figure that stuff wouldn't sell good secondhand. I figure people can buy them. I don't need to sell them. Oh yeah. I know what you're talking about. Yes. Yeah. Yep. I know what you're talking about. Yes. What I'll probably end up doing when I drop my fragrances, I won't sell samples anymore. I'll probably either turn it over to my youngest if they want to do it. Well, like if my son wants to run the business while he's in college, and small amount, we'll give him a small inventory, a small amount of stuff to sell. He can use the name and keep it going. But the website will be basically the full bottles that we have when we sell our fragrances. And then I will also be in the business of what I like to call boutique decants. Okay, think about it. These will be specialized decants that you can have engraved, or you can that do certain things. Travel, not just a regular old Amazon travel decant. I'm talking about one that that you can reuse and use with different fragrances, or have 3-in-1, mix them together, and you can have them engraved, special things like that. I think making it, cool little stuff like that. I think that would be the way the store ends up going. Like 5 or 10 years, like 5 years from now, the store will look nothing like it looks now. There won't be like 600 listings of samples to try. It'll be maybe 25 things on there. It'll be merchandise and the fragrance I'm gonna be selling, and the little boutique decants I want to sell. Stuff like that. I haven't tried that one. Montel does make some good ouds. I'll tell you another good oud one is Oud Lime from Montel. I do like that one. All right, guys. That's all the time I got. We went for how long? 2 hours? That's about longer than I wanted to go. I'm going to work on your orders. I will see you guys Friday. So I will go ahead and put this live stream thumbnail up tomorrow and leave the link in there for people to join if they want to join. And I'll put in descriptions. But it's going to be do a haul live, open mic night. Small channels are welcome. It's basically a chance for small channels to come on. If you've been on before, come on back. As long as you're under 5K, we're trying to grow your channel. And if you guys know some people, send them a message and tell them Fat Boy is showing love back to the community. Because when you show the love, baby, the love always comes back. But before we do anything, let's do this one thing if I can find it. I just found out that they've added a soundboard to this. I want to see if these work because I haven't tried them, okay? So, round of applause for Fat Boy. We know how that sounds. Does that sound pretty good? And there's a one for a gong, I guess, when the fragrance isn't good, maybe. Oh, probably song. Okay. Okay, and then there's one that says drum roll bongos. Okay, it says I can add sounds here. Let me see if I can add. I want to see if it works. Hold on. Downloads. Let's see if I can find some sounds here. Hold on a second and see. I know I have one here I'm looking for. Hold on. All right. All right, let's see if it works. Here it goes, okay?
I'm gonna come.
Okay, so it works. It works. Okay. I thought I had more sounds in this. I guess I don't. All right, yeah. So StreamYard has added a sound thing, basically what my mixing board does already. So yeah, basically this already does. I guess what is this right here? What the hell is this one? Anyway, so yeah, you could put different soundboards on there. I guess they're adding stuff to it little by little. StreamYard's finally catching up. Tortas sound, but y'all did hear it, right? Oh, I do need that one. Let's see if we can find it. Hold on. I bet I can find it. Hold on. Let me see. My bookmarks. I have my soundboard saved here. So let's see if it's here. Damn, it don't exist. You would think I Want to Be Ninja would be here. I guess you guys, with this one, you got to spell everything right, man, or it won't work. Ninja. All right, let's see if they have it. No, they don't have it. They have The Undertaker. Somebody give me another one to look up. That's racist. Okay, that's a good one. That's a good one. Let's do that one. That's racist. Let's see if that one's there. God, I can't get my spelling right today. I can't believe that, man. I gotta get a new sound place. Look up sounds. Okay, let me see.
That's got to be racist. There's no way. I'm gonna just keep it real. There's no way that is like of our culture.
That was there.
That's got to be racist.
Okay, we found it. I found it. Here it is. I found it. Okay, let's see if it works. All right, so now let's go back here. Let's see if we can edit now. All right, hold on. I gotta get rid of some sounds. I got too much shit on here. Hold on. Delete. I could technically put the cab one there now, actually. If I wanted to. All right, here we go. Add a sound. Found it. Downloads. All right, so here we go. All right, so all right, here we go. This is for you, Spen. Here you go. This is just for you. You ready?
That's racist! That's racist! That's racist!
I'm gonna come.
That's racist!
So it works out pretty good. All right, so give me what I know it's what I want now.
Are you sure about that? 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 Are you sure about that?
I can't believe that's about it. That one sucked. Any other requests, sounds you want? Okay, if she ain't, all right, let's see if I can find that one. Hold on. If she ain't if she ain't 280, it ain't there. I mean, there's a bunch on there. It's just not the one. Not that one. So that one's not there. What's another one? I want the one that says, "Are you sure about that?" But I can't find it. Stop. Get some help. Okay. Stop it. Get some help. Okay. I don't know if he's asking me to stop to get help or if he's telling me to find it. I think that one is here. Yeah, that one is. That's a great one, dude. That is a great one. That is a great one, Sven. Great call on that one. Let's add that one. All right, I got that one in there.
Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. Get some help. Stop it. Get some.
That's racist!
I'm gonna come.
Dude, now my question to you guys: do those sound better than they sound on my? I'm gonna pick out one that's the same or kind of like it.
Don't be rude.
Does that one sound louder,
Don't be rude.
or does this one sound
I'm
louder?
gonna come.
Which one comes in clearer with less interference to you guys?
Don't be rude.
I'm gonna come.
Let me know.
Don't be rude.
I'm gonna come.
You gotta give him that huck to it. Spit on that thing.
I'm gonna come.
Did we just become best friends? Okay, that's a great one. That's a great one. It's not there. Let's try it again. I think I spelled it wrong. Hold on. Let me just type in Step Brothers. Here we go.
Here's a scenario for you, Dad. Oh, God, you're impressive. This house is a fucking prison. I'm tired of bullshit. I knew it, sir.
All right, sorry about that, guys. That was weird. Those ones we got for now, okay? I got some kind of spam pull up on my computer. I was like, no, I'm not touching McAfee bullshit. Oh, man. So let me try to go back into it one more time because I got some BS. The site used to be pretty good. I guess it's all spammed up now. Hold on. What was the one we just said? What was the last? I'm going to do one more. What was the last one? Okay, it was Step Brothers. I had all the Step Brother ones pulled up, dude. Here it is, Step Brothers. Step. Here we go. I found them. Here we go. I found the one you wanted. I got it. There it is. I found it. Okay. I found a bunch. I found this is a good one too. These motherfuckers are good. All right, there's a couple more here.
This house is a fucking prison. I knew it, sir. Oh, God, you're impressive.
All right, here we go. All right, as you guys have requested, here you go. Here you go. I ask and you shall receive. I give it to you. Oh, don't play music. Shit. Here we go. All right, here we go. All right. Let me add these other two in real quick. I have to rename these. Here we go.
What? Did we just become best friends? Yup. You want to go do karate in the garage? Yup.
Here's the one I got.
Scenario for you, Dad. Suppose Nancy sees me coming out of the shower and decides to come on to me. I'm looking good. I've got a luscious V of hair going from my chest pubes down to my ball fro. And she takes one look at me and she goes, "Oh my God, I've had the old bull, now I want the young calf." And she grabs me by the wiener. Shut the fuck up!
Stop it. Get some help.
Oh man, yeah, it's a great one. Let's see if we can find it. It's game over. It's game over. Aliens. Game over. Dude, you guys are coming up with some great ones, and I found that one. Say hello to my little friend. Okay. All right, we got that one too, you know. How about let me just type in Scarface. All right, so we have say hello to my little friend. All right. All right, so here you go. Here is one that you guys requested. Chill, daddy, chill. Okay, give me 1 second. Here's the one you requested. Hold on. Let me see. All right. Damn it. I gotta delete some other shit out of here. I got too much media on here. I gotta delete. Hold on. I gotta find out what media I don't need anymore. Well, I don't need that. That's garbage. All right, here we go. Now let's try it again. Sounds. Let me add the two I just put in there. Here you go. You ready? Here we go.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
What?
Say hello to my little friend.
I'm gonna come.
That's racist!
Here's a scenario for you, Dad.
What? Did we just become best friends?
Yep.
Stop it. Get some help.
I'm gonna come.
We are just, I am so not one to pack orders, ain't I? Somebody wake up Hicks. That's a great line, too. All right, here you go. I had the Scarface one already. Let's see, they have a bunch of Scarfaces in here. Let's see. We've got
Oh my God. No. Oh, that was TB.
all right.
No. Oh, that was TB.
Karate in the Garbage. What? Oh yeah, Karate in the Garbage. That's right. Yeah. Oh God, it's a great line. That was from the movie Them with Roddy Piper. You know, he that was all improv, ad lib. They live. God, they have it. I can't believe it. You guys are killing it, man. You guys are killing it, man. I have that one already. I think, Stan. You going what? Kevin Hart, you going to learn today. Hold on. Here you go. This is the last one I'm going to put up. And we'll put more up in there as time goes on. Here you go. This is one of my, and this line was completely ad-libbed by Piper.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all out of bubblegum.
Oh my God. Great line. All right, guys. Thank y'all so much. Remember Friday, last auction of the before the trip, last live stream before the trip. And we're gonna give back to the community if they want to. If not, we'll just do a 2-hour stream of me talking. I'm good at it. What can I say? Y'all stay safe. Y'all stay well. Take us out. Intro, outro music. Take us out. But tell us one more time what we need to do. Okay?
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass. And I'm all...
What? Did we just become best friends? Yep.
That's racist!
I'm gonna come.
I'm gonna try and mix it.
I'm gonna come. I'm gonna come.
Smell that fat boy, ain't no shit in the set. Paid for the bottles, never duck the debt. Authenticity, dripping every cent I get. Frauds need a manual, I'm a vet in the bag. Straight from the streets, these reviews get respect. Sniff test, real, no corporate connect. Ain't got a brand to protect. Every fragrance check, no boss to bribe or collect. Fat boys flow, hitting raw, uncut. No brand backing, no hush, money strut. Sniff the truth, no match, straight up. Honesty in the air, ain't no back alley bluff. Tested in the field, ain't no lab rat control. Straight out the bottle, put my soul on the scroll. Nose to the grind, ain't no corporate role. Spilling truth in the notes, fat boy patrol. Cash out the stash, every spray I own. Real out the box, ain't no cheap cologne. Reviews cutthroat, man to the bone. Putting haters on blast with a smell unknown. Tell me what you sniffing, it's the real deal. Bottles on my dime, no pay, chill. Truth in the fumes, every note, every feel. I'm the scent boss, fat boy, keeping it trill. That boy keeping it trill. That boy keeping it trill. That boy keeping it trill. Fat boy keeping it true.
I'm gonna come. That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.